Parents, you are the keys to your children's happiness and their success as they journey through life. When a woman gives birth to a child, she lends a valuable asset to the world. Her most valuable gift is a small star. But even a star must develop. And if a parent correctly guides and polishes this small star, it will become a bright, shiny light for all of society to enjoy. But like any precious asset, it will need tending to. But note this valuable commodity, your child, comes to you by way of your creator and is embedded with special and unique gifts and talents that no one else has. Your child will be the most precious gift that you will ever receive. And you must give it everything necessary for it to be productive in life. Parents, your children are born feeble, without directions, but they are thirsty nonetheless. And they will need your nourishment, your guidance, and your strength if they are to succeed in life. As a parent, the most valuable gift that you will ever give your precious child is your unrelenting love, your encouragement, your ethics, and your patience. And these donations that you give your child will help your child to have pride and to believe in themselves. And they will soon realize, I am somebody. And when children know they are loved and valued with kind words and humbling acts, they will listen and they will learn. They will come to realize that they have nearly everything they need inside of them to be successful. And they will say, yes, I want materialistic things, but they can become secondary if I am happy. And what is most crucial here as a parent and as a loving person, you must not only tell your child they matter, but you must show your feelings by acts of sacrificing. No one has ever proved to someone that he or she is loved by words alone. It must be actions there. It is so paramount that you as a parent, you as an adult, you as a loving person, not let your children see you eating from the place of self-hatred, self-flagellation. And you must not let them see you drinking from the cups of hopelessness and self-doubt. If this happens, you will demonstrate to your child that it is okay to have excuses for failure. Parents, let your children know they will fail many times over and they will have numerous missteps as they journey through life. But tell them not to punish themselves for not being perfect. Let me say this to you, and this is so crucial. A parent who is disciplined is a good role model. If children see their parents out of control, they'll assume this behavior is the way to act in life. And life must be like this. Screaming and threatening say little, only that you know how to lose control and don't have the answers or the patience to discuss what is needed to find a solution. You know, your children are patient with you, parent. Did you know that? Remember to demonstrate to your children at a very young age how to practice self-discipline instead of turning to instant gratification, which means you do not have the control to do unpleasant things first. Because if you do those things that are unpleasant first, it will help you to be able to enjoy those things that you take pleasure in. Parents, Let your children know that they are valued in this world and their life is in their hands. Talk to your children about having their dreams, their goals, and most of all, how to always keep a vivid imagination. For you see, a person's imagination is unlimited. On the other hand, a person's knowledge is always limited. Discuss issues at the dinner table. Find solutions there. Say some prayers. And this says to your children, I have faith and I have hope, and I am proud to have you all here. You know, it was noted by the great poet Victor Hugo, who said, if a soul is left in darkness, sins will be committed. But he who commits the sin is not the guilty person. It is the person who presented the darkness. That is you, parent. If you leave your children in darkness, well, chances are they're going to commit sins, and they may not be all they could be. And I'm also thinking this, and you should encourage your children by listening to this. And it's a poem by Langston Hughes, who says, this old woman tells her son, life ain't been no crystal stair for me, and life has been rather difficult for me. But I have been turning corners and reaching for new heights, and I didn't sit down because I realized if I were to sit down or stay down there, I'd get splinters and I would accomplish nothing. I think that's great. Your children's hand, their production is in your heart. You are the conduit for morality. Exercise manners and politeness, and they will emulate you. There are going to be times when your children are going to come in contact with jealousy, drugs, hatred, racism, indifferences. But if you give them the right commodity, they will be able to mitigate some of those negative forces. You know, let's be very fair here. Being a good parent isn't always easy. Time and time, you will wonder, am I saying the right things? Am I doing the right things? Am I a good role model? Well, I can't answer that. But I can say this. You will dig deep in your soul and come up with the right solutions. You will dig deep into the reservoir of faith and hope that you have. And you will get the necessary strength. And you will pull out that valuable commodity known as the will. And you will embellish it. And it will give you everything you need to succeed, whether it's conscious or unconscious. Tell your children that they must not blame others for their shortcomings. And reference this to your precious children. Tell them that life is a banquet table with so much on it, and it's free to the public. And they can go to that table and get as much as they want and as many times as they need to be happy and be successful in life. Those fruits are there. They're there for them. This is so important too. As your children climb the mountains of plenty, advise them. Tell them that they must not throw sticks and stones at others who failed and they tried. Rather, they should extend a helping hand. Be compassionate. Be empathetic to those people who did not get to the top of the mountain. Finally, I can tell you this, parents. There's a spirit of freedom. Freedom of love, of empathy and tolerance and success. And it's blowing in the wind. I'm sure there's some dust in there and a few negative elements, but most of that wind is for you. and you can just fill your lungs with it. Tell your children that. They do not have to fail. Parents, you are a role model. Outlive your precious life. You can do it. Thank you so much.